Through the lens of this year's State of the Nation address, we arrive at one inescapable conclusion: that you, Mr. President, are somehow guilty of something even worse than the thing that you once accused Zuma of. For if President Zuma presided over 9 wasted years, you, sir, have presided over 5 disastrous years. What happened under Zuma was a tragedy, but what has happened under your watch is a farce. The new dawn was a false dawn. Ramaphosa was a delusion. Your supposed commitment to sweeping economic reform was hollow. Unemployment has skyrocketed from 36% to 43% since Mr. Ramaphosa became president. Murder has increased by 20% over the same period, with 70 people killed in our country every single day. And as we all know, the rolling blackouts have now become a daily feature of permanent life under the Ramaphosa era. Yes, Tumamina was an empty slogan. Yes, the new dawn was a cruel mirage. And yes, Palapala showed us who he really is. And yes, we too wonder, as he said, why he is still doing the job. Gave us the real impression that this job is nothing but a side hustle for him. Because it is now quite clear that President Ramaphosa has failed.
I've known the president of the ANC longer than many of you, and he has known me when I was very young. Under no circumstances will he ever be threatened by me, or can he feel that his life is under threat because Julius is next to him. The president himself said when he was playing golf the following day that he never felt intimidated, neither was he scared when he was in this parliament. So who are you saying? What are you saying? The people who use your own stomachs to think. The president has put you under the bus, those who said the president was under threat. He said himself was never under threat, neither was he intimidated. So what were the police doing here? They were here because the speaker has lost total control of this parliament, and that's why she must step down. We take this opportunity to say to the people of South Africa, what you are listening to is not a real state of the nation, it's a hearsay. Our country is in the middle of several man-made crises. The man who's currently at the center of South Africa's crisis is a full-time businessman, animals trader, possibly a puppet of both the domestic and global capitalist interest, who has said that the job of president for him is a part-time job, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa. In the middle of joblessness, and many crises that define South Africa, we have high levels of crime which are perpetuated by the fact that we have an incapable and unwilling police minister who has always shown up after the crimes and only pose for cameras. This leader has demonstrated that he has got nothing to offer except to project himself as a modern-day model. He is indeed a certified fool without any alternative to reducing crime in South Africa. Now you have established Minister of Electricity. We hope to see Minister of Trains. We hope to see Minister of Flights. We hope to see Minister of Dinner. We hope to see Minister of Potholes. We hope to see Minister of GBV. Because the reality is that, Mr. President, nothing is working under you. You are a man on top and doing nothing. And that is very irresponsible of a man to be on top and do nothing. If you agree that ESCOM has failed to discharge its responsibility, ESCOM has always had a minister, and that is a minister of public enterprise. And if we need a separate minister, it means that minister has failed. Why are you so scared to remove an incompetent minister who has failed and collapsed everything in the state-owned, under state-owned enterprise?